Okay, today we're going to talk about Kahoot. And Kahoot is an online game quiz system, very similar to some of the things that you see in restaurants that are real popular right now. And the kids really love it. It is for all age groups. You'll have to determine with what your kids would like or what they would be able to do. But this is an interesting thing, thought I might share it. So first off, there's two sections to this. One, you have to get Kahoot, and that's for the teacher. And you just go to getkahoot.com. Once you get there, you're going to start your free account by clicking on the Get My Free Account button. You'll go through and you'll put your username in, you'll make a password, and you'll select your school. Since I already have an account, I'm just going to sign in. Okay, so now you come in, you see it says Create New Kahoot. You can do a quiz, you can do discussion, you can do a survey. I'm going to start out with a quiz. And I'm going to make it easy. I'm just going to make addition just because we're showing it today. So I'm going to click Go. And once you get there, you're going to see that the question comes up. I can edit the title at this page, or I can begin making my questions. So I'm going to put in 4 plus 4. Easy, right? Okay. I can decide if I want points for this question or if I decide I don't want points for this question. Of course I do, so I'm going to leave that in there. I'm going to give them a little less time for this. Now, you can add a video for some questions that you would want to do that. Sometimes you can add an image. I was thinking for the younger grades, the part whole models. For upper grades, you might do some kind of chart or some kind of graph or something that they have to spend a little bit more time on to look at. And then, of course, you would want to set your time limit a little bit more. As you can see, we've got 4 different choices for answers, and if you don't want 4 choices, you can click the minus, go down to 3, or you could do true and false and just make it 2. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of one of them, and I'm going to put in just some answers here. Okay, and I'm going to click this one as my correct answer. Okay, so now I've got that. Now down here at the bottom, you're going to see that you can duplicate the question, you can add a question, and then later on you'll be able to go back after you've added questions in, you'll be able to go back and delete those. So here we're going to go ahead and add another question. Okay, and we've got question number 2, so I'm going to put 2 plus 8. And I'm going to go down and put 10 and 6 and 0. And I'm going to take that one off again. And then I'm going to add, this is the correct answer. Okay. And again, I need to change my time limit because it's automatically set at 20 seconds and I want them to have 10. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go down, and now you can see I can go back and delete questions if I need to. That button starts highlighting. You can go back to your previous questions here. You can go, of course, when you make more, you'll be able to go back and forth to the next. Let's go ahead and save and continue. You click that when you're ready to finish your quiz. And that's really all there is to the quiz. So I'm going to save and continue. Okay. So we can reorder things here. We can decide if we want the questions to be switched. We can go in and edit the questions if we'd like to edit those questions. And then if not, we just kind of get a little idea of where they're at. Again, we can go back and edit this if we would like to. And then we click Save and Continue. Okay, so now you can see I can decide if I want this to be a public one or if I want it to be private, because what they do is they have public Kahoots up here and you can share those at any time. If you share yours, other people can use them, and you can also use other people's quizzes that they've made. And I've done that quite a bit. I've actually not made as many because I can go back and just use public ones that are already created. I mean, as teachers, we don't like to reinvent the wheel. We like to use what's already there. You can decide if it's a primary audience, if it's for school, university, business, whatever it is. So of course this is for school. And the difficulty level, this is of course beginner. And I would just have a little description of what it is. And Then you can put your tags in there to hint for your subject. You don't have to, but it just kind of helps. And then we save and continue. Okay, so now you can drag and drop an image if you want an image in there. And I laugh because some of us are just image crazy, and some of us are like, I don't care. But again, you can see they're playing around with some new things as far as embedding YouTube videos to be displayed in the background while people are signing on, things like that. So you can do that if you want to. If you don't, it won't put it in. We click done. Okay, so now you can see that I've got this page. And what's going on this page is we can play now, which means it's ready to go and my kids can sign in. We can preview it to see what it looks like. We can go back and edit if we want to edit. And then also we can share it with other people. So if there's other people in, on your hallway, or somebody you know that would be interested in using your Kahoot, you could share that with them. It's easy. You just click that button and put in their email and it goes right to them, or their email or the account for their Kahoot. So right here. So say I wanted to save for, okay, so I can see Misty Thomas right here, and I could click her and I could share with her. The thing is, though, you have to know for sure which Misty Thomas it is, okay? Okay, so now let's go ahead and click play now, just so you can kind of see what happens from your end. So when you get ready to do this in class, you're going to have to sign on to your Kahoot, go to Get Kahoot, sign on, and click your Kahoot that you're going to be using, and then click play now. Once it does, it's going to come up a screen, and you can see it says the quiz name. You can go through and decide how you want things to be. They always say play music in the lobby whilst waiting, and it's kind of because it's set up to be something that can be used not just for the classroom, but it can be used in businesses and things as well. I'm going to click launch because I'm ready for my kids to play. So now it's saying ready to join, and the kids are going to begin signing up. You can hear the music, and this is the PIN number that they're going to be putting in on Kahoot.it. Okay, and that's it, guys. We're going to go back for just a minute because I want to show you something else. I want to show you the public Kahoots. So we go to the public Kahoots, and you can see there's all kinds of stuff. I'm looking at Disney princesses. But you can go in here. It says all audiences, so you can pick that school if you want. You can decide if you want to do one on adverbs. Search, and there's different ones that come up for adverbs. Okay, you can see there's lots of questions, and you can see people who have liked it and things like that. So you can go in there and choose one. So say I want this one. All right, so all I have to do is preview it. It'll show me what it's going to look like, and you can't hardly see it over here, but you can kind of see what it's going to look like when the kids join. So I'm going to put in the number over there, and I know you can't see that on this little screenshot, but you can see the little phone. So, okay. And it's asking for my nickname. I'm just going to put in my name. Click join. Okay, and so you can see my name is up here. So I'm going to start now. Okay, so here we have the adverb. 7 questions. Are you ready? Okay, so I have to look through here. What does an adverb do? Okay, I'm going to click it over on my screen. It describes a verb. Okay, and you can see, of course, in your classroom, you would have all the people who selected this one and how many people selected the other ones, and that kind of gives you some feedback to see who is getting it, and if they're not getting it, what are they confusing it with, okay? And then, of course, it'll show on theirs if they're first or second or third, and the kids really get a kick out of that. Right now, of course, I have 883, it says, and I'm in the first position. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to one more. There we can see I'm in the first position. So it goes to question number 2. Which of the following words is an adverb? Okay, so we have all of these different things. Okay. Okay, so I've got brilliantly. Of course, you want to be faster than that. Okay, now, again, click next, and it's going to show that my score's gone up, and all the students would be listed in here. They usually list the top 5, I believe. Okay, and so I'm going to end the quiz now, so you can kind of see what it looks like from the student side and what it looks like from the teacher side. You can see there's feedback and results. Okay. Then on the student side, they decide if they liked it. Did you learn something? Yes or no. Do you recommend it? Yes or no. How much fun was it? You can decide that. Tell us how you feel, and then that'll kind of show you that. Okay. Okay. So there we have all of those things.